Gen Z, these are my kids. Good luck, America. Gen Z doesn't know how to write a check. They don't know how to read cursive. They don't know how to address an envelope.
What's cursive?
They don't know. But here's all you need to know about Gen X. We don't care.
Right now saying Gen Xers didn't care. But it's like, surely deep down. Guys, I'm low-key so sick right now, but you know what? I'm still putting out these videos for you guys because you know what? I just have to continue down this rabbit hole. Why? Because I'm a GenZ Brit with a very curious mind, and today I'm gonna be checking out Karen Morgan's bit on the silent generation of boomers, millennials, Gen Z, and don't forget about Gen X because Gen X always gets forgotten about, but you guys don't care, as you guys say. So we're gonna check this one out nonetheless. Obviously, some of you guys have been loving so I've seen the other reactions to Karen Morgan. I've been loving them so far. So we're gonna check this one out. I haven't seen the video before, so yeah, it's gonna be a black reaction. So guys, look, that being said, look, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here, because so you can get more of this content. As just like the video, so I know you guys want to see more. That does a lot for me, guys. So make sure you're liking these videos, especially if you're watching through and you're liking them. And of course, guys, check out the links in the description, things on my PayPal. We can do this channel as well as my Patreon. We can get exclusive bonus content if you guys are interested in that. I'll put stuff on the screen, you know, some Gen Z effects. Some of you Gen Xers won't know how that works, but you know, you guys can see that on there. So that's some of the things I've done. Yeah, guys, other than that, let's get straight into this video. Let's go.
So we have a lot of different generations here tonight, which makes me very happy because the generations right now, if you look on social media or in the news, generations are fighting amongst themselves for some reason. So it's confusing sometimes to know which generation you're in and who you're supposed to be mad at for whatever reason. So I'm here to help y'all tonight.
It's really just the boomers and the millennials going at it, and then Gen X just don't really care. Like Gen X are just in the middle and don't really care, and then Gen Z, you guys are saying kind of reminds you guys of how you Gen Xers were when they were young, because we actually kind of listen to what Gen Xers say, whereas millennials, I don't think they be listening like that, but that's what I've heard.
You're supposed to be mad at for whatever reason. So I'm here to help y'all tonight. Our oldest generation right now is called the silent generation. These people were born between the 1920s and 1940s. They're called the silent generation because when they were children, they were to be seen and not heard. Right. These are people like my in-laws who are in their 90s. And these are the people that still cook with lard and are concerned about safety around a microwave oven.
Cook with lard? What's lard?
I love my in-laws. They've been married for 63 years. And apparently, if you've been married that long, you no longer have the ability to hear the sound of the other person's voice.
I wonder what that's like.
I'm not even kidding.
Bro, what is lard? Lard is this? Is this what lard is? Does that look recognizable to you guys? Cooking with lard? Is this like, it looks like dough? Is it like dough? Oh, is that what you use to like fries? Do you know what? That's a rabbit hole I'm not trying to get into. Let me actually just quickly do a quick Google search of what lard is. Lard is a versatile cooking fat that can be used for many different cooking methods, including baking, frying. Oh, okay. Okay, it's one of those ones. Okay, so what, nowadays we use oil and stuff and butter and all of that. I'm not much of a chef myself, but cooking with lard, I've never heard of that before. That's interesting. Okay.
I'm not even kidding. They have two separate conversations with me when I go to their house. Two completely separate conversations. And I go back and forth because I don't want to be rude. They're lovely people. But it's like having a conversation with somebody with a lazy eye. You don't know which is the right one.
I wonder if that's true, man.
You don't know. The next generation down are the baby boomers. The baby boomers were born between the 1940s and mid-60s.
Yes, sir.
Baby boomers! Y'all are awesome. The baby boomers perfected smoking. Yay, smoking. These are my mom's people. My mom isn't as an older boomer, but they love to smoke. They smoked at home. They smoked at church. Right. They smoked in restaurants between bites of food. Right. And they smoked in the car with their children in the back seat with the windows rolled up tightly.
Yeah. Hey, and I heard smoking with the babies inside as well. Like, you guys let me know, because I heard that, you know, back in the day, smoking with your kid inside of you and drinking on top of that was a thing. So if any of you guys did that, let me know, because obviously nowadays that's not flying. But then again, you guys didn't have all the information, so.
Smoked in the car with their children in the back seat with the windows rolled up tightly.
Smoking.
Now, for whatever reason, the boomers hate millennials.
Right, that's what I was saying.
They hate millennials. And to be fair, everyone hates millennials.
I don't.
I think it's because they invented avocado toast.
Never tried.
Or the word artisanal. And it's not fair. Millennials, it's not fair. It's not your fault that you suck. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Your Star Wars has Jar Jar Binks in it, and there's no coming back from that. I'm sorry. Sorry. Now, below the millennials or Gen Z.
Okay, Star Wars, from a video I remember watching, that's like a 90s, 70s thing. At least when I feel like it came onto the scene, from what I've seen. So that's like people, the Gen Xers that probably grew up with that. So you're telling me the millennial Star Wars, now when it's now evolved, has Jar Jar Binks in it, and she's just like saying, rah, like, you guys have that version, it's not as good. I'm not much of a Star Wars person, so you guys are gonna have to help me fill in the blanks there, but I feel like that's basically what she's trying to say with that joke.
These are my kids. Good luck. Below the millennials or Gen Z, these are my kids. Good luck, America.
What is that?
Gen Z doesn't know how to write a check.
Oh.
They don't know how to read cursive.
Oh.
They don't know how to
Cursive.
address an envelope.
What's cursive?
They don't know how to read a paper map. They can't get anywhere unless there's like a GPS on their phone.
Facts.
And before you tell me I should have taught my kids all these things, let me just tell you this. If Gen Z takes over the world, it's going to be real easy to get it back.
Oh, okay. Do you know what? She's got a point. She's actually got a point. Because what she just mentioned, the majority of those I don't know how to do. I can get around without a GPS though. I can. If I have to, I will. But it'll be hard. It'll be hard. Actually, what she's saying is true. Like, and I can even tell you, if I ask any of my GenZ how to write in cursive and do all those other things, like even like write a letter. I can't remember the last time I actually had to write a letter. So if that doesn't put things in perspective, then I don't know what does. But she's actually got a point.
GPS on their phone. And before you tell me I should have taught my kids all these things, let me just tell you this. If Gen Z takes over the world, it's going to be real easy to get it back.
We have no survival skill. We all use technology.
We're just going to write our battle plans in cursive on a piece of paper.
That's a good joke.
Super easy.
That joke is funny because I feel like any generation could understand it from a different perspective. That's actually a good joke. Even I understood that joke from a different angle. I'm the butt of that joke. That's crazy. That's a good joke.
Super easy. And then mail it to ourselves in envelopes. So did I forget anybody? Gen X. Gen X, yes. I didn't forget Gen X because I'm the first year of Gen X, but everyone seems to forget Gen X. Last year, CBS News forgot Gen X. They did this thing about all the generations, and they did silent generation, boomers, and then they just skipped over 65 million of us Jan Bradys, and they went down to the millennials and the post-millennials. But here's all you need to know about Gen X. We don't care. We don't care. As a matter of fact, we kind of like it. We're like the secret dive bar that only the locals go to. We don't advertise, but we'll never go out of business. That is us. We laid out in the sun with no sunscreen on giant sheets of aluminum foil
Crazy.
with baby oil and iodine. We sprayed sun in our hair. We turned it orange. We don't care. We are the latchkey kids that sat in the way, way back seat of our mom's station wagon, rear-facing at the people behind us. Just waving. Just waving. Just waving. Just waving. Nobody wore a seatbelt, not even in the front seat. If your mom's arm wasn't strong enough, you deserved to go through the windshield.
Yeah, That is scary.
We didn't have helicopter parents
Like
back.
when I actually think about sitting in the front seat with no seatbelt, because all I know is seatbelts and car seats, right? And airbags. Did you guys have airbags? I don't even know. But even then, to be going at like, let's say 60 miles per hour and then you just have to stop. Oh my days, that's scary. Oh, what if you actually fly through the window though? Oh, wow.
Then, in fact, we had the opposite of helicopter parents. We had Home Depot parents, where you think there should be someone working in the store there that could help you. But there is no one around. You are on your own. This is Home Depot. Do you need a skill saw? Well, there's only one left in the whole store, and it's way up there on that third level. Grab yourself a ladder, my friend, and start climbing up there. Don't pull it over on yourself and cut your arm off, because no one's going to take you to the hospital. Here's what you get. Suck it up.
Yep.
Blow on it.
Yep.
Walk it off. Rub some dirt on it. Don't bleed on the carpet.
The shag carpet.
Welcome to Home Depot.
Yeah, and a lot of you guys are saying that, like, that is what she said there is actually true. And if you guys have got some Home Depot stories or just stories where you actually have to injure yourself and you just have to deal with it yourself, I'll be very curious, because I know nowadays, like, you get a little scar and it's a serious problem, man. It's a serious problem. Social services might get called, man.
Nobody cared if we were bored. Nobody cared what our grades were. Nobody cared that we were eating lunch out of a lunchbox that was filled with rust.
The metal ones, isn't it? Yeah, you guys have the metal ones.
Did y'all have a rusty Holly Hobby lunchbox too? Nobody cared that we were being pummeled in the face by real red rubber dodgeballs. The real red ones that smelled like rubber, not the little foamy ones that they have now, the little baby ones, the real red rubber ones that went twang when they hit you in the face. And they left a crosshatch print right on your forehead. Nobody cared.
Nobody cared.
No one came to our athletic practices. Nobody brought sliced oranges.
That's kind of sad. I feel that's kind of sad.
And certainly no one was arranging a play date for us. Here's how my mom arranged a play date back then. At 8 o'clock in the morning, my mom would say to us, y'all, go outside and play. Boom, she would lock the door. We were outside all day. We didn't have anything to eat. We didn't have anything to drink. We didn't have a juice box or any goldfish crackers or a little box of raisins. When we were thirsty, what did we drink out of? The hose. Hose drinkers unite.
That's unbelievable. That's good.
No.
Guys, you know, I know how Karen Morgan's right now saying Gen Xers didn't care, and people don't care about Gen Xers, but they don't care about that. But it's like, surely deep down, are you like, what? Imagine if the Gen Xers were being cared for in the ways that she's saying you guys weren't. Maybe you guys would be different. I don't know. Maybe you guys would, I don't know, be more. I don't know, because my Gen Xers watching this, let me know if you think the fact that you guys were so independent and people left you guys alone to kind of do things by yourself, do you think that is a benefit, or do you think it's more of a con? Like, do you think it's a net positive or net negative is the question I'm asking. I'll be very curious to see what you guys have to say about that, because yeah, Gen X is an interesting generation for that, and I keep hearing that rhetoric being like said, that how you guys don't care, which is interesting. But I also think, I don't know, like, I want to care about the Gen Xers, I do. But you guys
Going
don't.
out of business. And what were we doing outside in the yard all day? Well, we were trying to kill each other. We had rock fights. We had dirt claw fights. We had green pine cone fights. And we had BB gun fights. We were shooting each other with BB guns on purpose, and our parents knew it, and they didn't care. But there were some rules. There were rules, right? 3 pumps max.
Oh, really?
Right? If you were good, you could get 4 in and no one saw you. No intentional headshots. And on special holidays, we would ramp up to things like bottle rocket wars and Roman candle wars. And all my dad ever said was, don't shoot each other directly in the face. We're never going out of business.
Yeah. All of those fights you guys had, the ones that she just described, like, I know that's true at this point because there's an onslaught of you guys in the last video I did telling me that was true. But she's telling me that there was rules, okay? How are you gonna enforce those rules in the midst of one of those like BB gun fights? Like, surely some of you guys just have terrible aim, and then let's say some of you guys, I'm sure there's definitely people watching this who definitely got shot in the face with a BB gun or something, or hit in the face with a rock. If that happened, were you guys just absolutely outraged? Is it like an actual fight? Like, surely there was some real fights, not play fights with BB guns. I'm talking. Now it's like, oh, you hit me in the face? Because I know if I got hit in the face with a BB gun, I'd probably get mad and start actually getting revenge, trying to get revenge. So I would love to know if any of you guys have any experiences where those got out of hand. Because now I've accepted that this happened, even though that's shocking to me as a Gen Zer. There has to, like, surely that's not a game that you guys wanted to play for too long because it just got out of hand. I'll be so curious.
Would make bike ramps, Evel Knievel ramps. Out of cinder blocks and plywood that we found in the garage that had nails sticking up out of it. Nobody wore a bike helmet. No one wore a bike helmet. We're all still here. Now, occasionally my mom would say, hey, I will give y'all some candy money to go down to the store if you will bring me back some cigarettes.
Insane.
Yes.
With a note?
Yes, I was 9 years old. I could go to the store and say, I'd like to buy a carton of Menthol 100 Ultra Lights, please.
Yeah, I can't
believe that. And they would sell them to me. Now, eventually they had to have a note. So my mom would write a note, Dear store, sell my child cigarettes, love mom. That was it.
Yeah, and the fact that actually works. She's even saying that the note thing wasn't always a thing. So you're telling me you could just go up and just pull up and just ask for it, or maybe say it on behalf of your parents. Even then, like, oh, you guys had to have been abusing that. The people that were able to do that, you guys had to have been abusing it. Just get it for yourself. Why not? You could get away with it. Just forge a note. Really, literally.
My child cigarettes, love mom. That was it. That was it.
I still don't even know how that.
She would give us the money. She'd slide it under the screen door. She was not letting us back in the house. We were not coming back in that house. She was inside watching Dark Shadows. We were not allowed in there. Barnabas Collins.
Is that a vampire movie?
And we would leave our yard unattended with no adult supervision or bubble wrap or helmets, and we would go miles and miles down to the store to get my mom's cigarettes and our candy cigarettes while we were there. Oh, weren't they awesome? There were 2 different kinds of candy cigarettes. There was the hard white stick, right? It had red on the end because someone painted fire on there for us to eat.
Okay.
And then there were the bubblegum kinds. And you could pull it out of that package and blow real smoke. Right, you could get 2 or 3 good drags of real smoke.
No way.
So we would stand out in front of the Handy Andy store, wearing our candy jewelry. Smoking our candy cigarettes, doing what we had to do to survive the mean streets of Athens, Georgia. Until it got dark and the street lights came on, which was our signal for you better be home or you are in trouble. But we're all still here and we are never going out of business.
Yo, what a set, man. And look, you guys are gonna definitely confirm, you have to confirm these. From what I'm aware, a lot of you guys will say a majority of these things that she said are true. And you know what? Candy cigarettes, like, I actually feel like, you know, I remember those when I was young, when I was really, really young. I feel like I must have seen 1 or 2 of those. I don't think, I'm searching it now. And I feel like I recognize those. But yeah, again, what she was saying with these stories, man, like, it sounds intense. For me, it sounds scary to think, even the Evil Knievel ramps have no helmet. Like, if you fall and just crack your... Oh, that's crazy. You guys, like, even I still wonder to this day how you guys survive. Because what she's saying, what you guys got up to, especially in America... Yeah, like with the hindsight that I have now, it's like, yeah, if you took me into, let's say like I got teleported back into the 1970s like childhood scenes, yeah, and I was like 10, mate, I'm not playing anything. I'm staying inside. But then again, I wouldn't have a phone, and I wouldn't have internet, so I probably would have forced myself to go outside. And then once I'm outside, I'm actually, no, do you know what? I'll take it back. I probably would get involved. I'll get involved, because why not? Let me stop being a little wuss, you know? Let me actually get involved. Let me get involved, because that actually, I want to see how far I can take it. Maybe I would probably take it too far, though, because I'm not used to it. But anyways, look, that's been my reaction to that, guys. Let me know what you guys thought about that one, as well as some of the things, the questions I asked during this video. Like, let me know if you Gen Xers especially like being forgotten about. Do you think it's a net positive or net negative? I've made this point, comment on any purple hearts. I know who my real ones are. He made this point. Shout out to you guys. I'm making this the end. You guys are the real ones. And as always, guys, look, I've been the boy JayFlex. It's been Karen Morgan. And for those of you guys who made this point, you guys have been absolutely wonderful. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.